Ready? Welcome back. My name is Megan. I'm the nutrition coordinator here at Clay County Public Health Center's WIC program. We're going to recap a little bit of what we talked about this morning, but before I do that, I wanted to make sure if you caught the last video and you were able to comment on it for Astrid's gardening tips, you will be entered into the drawing, and this is one of the giveaways is this plant here with this mint, and we also have a Fitbit to give away, so definitely comment on that video so that we can enter you into the drawing. So we wanted to talk a little bit about what Family Fun Day is in case you're just now tuning in. Family Fun Day did branch off of the Children's Mercy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Fit-tastic. So that's a program through the Healthy Lifestyles Initiative in the greater KC, and it was focusing more on our growing generation. So the 5 components really speak to children's wellness. So the 1 hour physical activity a day, the 2 hours max screen time, the 3 servings of dairy, the 4 servings of fruits and vegetables, the 4 servings of water, and then the 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. Those are the things that they focus on within their program. Family Fun Day here at Clay County Public Health Center is more of a overall household wellness. So we want to get the entire family involved in wellness and just making healthy choices together. So we have this event every year. This is our 5th annual event, just to focus on the overall, the whole person, but physical activity, good nutrition, obviously mental health has also been in our years past, and then we're kind of incorporating all of those things together, as well as oral health, because those are all super important, and they kind of work together just to help keep you healthy. So why do we do these things for our children, for us as adults? They can greatly decrease our risk of chronic disease, like diabetes, heart disease, obesity. We know all those things are really running rampant in our country right now, and so anything that we can do to prevent before it becomes an affliction is great. So that's why we really focus here on decreasing that risk. I do want to thank everyone again for tuning in with us, and I want to thank our WIC nutritionists that are participating today, as well as our outside partners. We could not do this event without you. So the community partnership is huge, and we just thank you so much for being a part of it. So what is new this year? So we have these videos that we do, the live stream this year. Commenting on these videos obviously gets you entered into those drawings. Sometimes it's a little specific as to how you comment. So make sure you tune into the entire video so that you can find out how to be entered into the drawing. But another thing that we have this year is our partnership with the Parks and Rec departments in Clay County, the main municipalities. They've allowed us to put selfie stations up. So we have these signs that are in all of the parks that we're participating with, which is on our Facebook page. And so if you go out and you get active, we want you to get active. You go out there and you just snap a pic in front of the selfie station. You don't have to send location or anything. Just snap a picture of you or your children, whatever you want to do there. And then tag us at Claymo Health on Instagram or Twitter, or the Clay County Public Health Center Missouri Facebook page. So that way we can know that you were out there and you were getting active, and just really spending some good time outside, which is super important right now. So live videos and selfie stations, those are the ways that you get entered into these drawings. And guys, you are gonna want to get entered because we have some amazing prizes to give away. So stay tuned for all of that. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our next video, another one of our WIC nutritionists. Thank you.
All right. Hi everyone, my name is Taylor. I am a registered dietitian here at the Clay County Public Health Center WIC office, Happy Family Fun Day, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you guys, spending some of your day with you, and to show you guys an awesome food demo. So today's food demo is going to be breakfast sushi. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking right off the bat. Breakfast sushi? Fish for breakfast? I don't know about that. Well, don't you worry. This isn't the traditional sushi you would have for lunch or dinner. There's no seaweed involved, no fish or vegetables. This is going to be a nice breakfast sushi. So instead of the traditional white rice, sushi, vegetables, and seaweed, this one is going to be made with fruits like bananas, mangoes, yogurts, and then we're going to get some puffed rice cereal involved instead of the traditional white rice that's involved. This is a very family-friendly recipe. If you have older kiddos, they could probably chop some of the fruits. If you have younger kiddos, get them involved when we do the assembly process. All right, without further ado, let's get started on first gathering our supplies. Most of these supplies are pretty readily available. You probably have them already at home. I'm just going to briefly go over them. So you're going to need some sort of spatula. If you don't have a spatula, that's okay. A spoon's going to be great. You're going to need some sort of cutting board. And then you're going to need some sort of knife. I have a kitchen knife here, but if you guys just have butter knives at home, that's going to be fine. And then you're going to need some sort of shallow dish. I have one here. If you don't have a shallow dish, a bowl or a plate, that's going to be fine. You're going to need about 2 to 3 of them depending on how many cereals you guys would like to use. Okay, that's it for supplies. Pretty easy and straightforward. Now we're going to start talking about the ingredients we're going to need for this recipe. Again, most of these ingredients are readily available. You might have some of them at home. If not, you can go to your local grocery store and they are going to be available. So for this recipe, you're going to need some sort of puffed rice cereal. I chose rainbow, and I also have the plain version as well. You're going to need some sort of yogurt. I have original vanilla, low-fat yogurt here, but if you guys have a different flavor you like, strawberry, blueberry, that's fine. You could use Greek yogurt, but do keep in mind, because the Greek yogurt's thicker, it's a little harder to use in this recipe, but it'll work. It just might be a little more challenging. And then we're going to need some fruit. So the main fruit you're going to need in this recipe is going to be bananas. So you're going to need bananas for sure. The topper fruits are kind of up to you and what your family prefers at home. So I've selected to do a mango, as well as some blackberries and strawberries. If you would prefer a different fruit, that's fine. Right now, I have all fresh fruits, but if you were to choose this during a different season, you could use frozen and just thaw it out, or you can use canned, just rinse them before you use them. All right, that's our supplies. That's our ingredients. We're going to get started. So the first thing we're going to do is prep our fruits. Now this step, if you're having your children get involved, is probably going to need some assistance. So an adult should probably be present for chopping the fruit. The first fruit I'm going to start with is the mango. It's our more challenging fruit, but with a little practice and perseverance, I guarantee you can chop a mango. It's well worth it since they are absolutely delicious. All right, and keep in mind before you start chopping this, if you haven't already, wash your hands, wash your fruit. I did that before we started filming. All right, we're going to place our mango on the cutting board and get our knife out. Now with the mango, there is a big seed in the middle. We want to avoid chopping into that when we're doing this. So we're going to try to find the center of our mango, and we're going to go over a little bit so we avoid that big seed. And then you're just going to cut down, and you're going to end up with a big slice of mango. You're not going to need a whole lot of mango for this recipe, so I'm just going to use this piece as is and set the rest of the mango to the side. And now to start chopping the mango, we're going to slice it into 3 large pieces. All right, now we have a bigger slice of mango. And again, you're not going to need a whole lot, so I'm just going to demo how to slice 1 piece here. And we want to remove the skin or the outside from the flesh. So to do that, we're just going to place it on the board and cut along the edge here. All right, now we have the skin removed from the flesh, the flesh, and we're going to use this component for the recipe. So again, slice it into small pieces since this is going to be our topper for our breakfast sushi. So I'm just going to slice big pieces here, but not too big. And then I'm going to turn it and slice it into little pieces. And I'm going to move it to the side, and that is our basic mango prep. Again, we're not going to need a whole lot of mango for this recipe, just a little bit. The rest can be used for a healthy snack later on. Next, we're going to prep our strawberries, which again is pretty simple compared to the mangoes. So we're going to take a strawberry, and we basically want to remove the leaves here. So I'm going to remove it, set that to the side, and then I'm going to lay it on its flat side onto the cutting board. I'm going to slice down and get some nice little pieces that are going to be our sushi toppers. I'm going to do one more for you guys. I'm going to take a strawberry. We want to remove the leaves. I'm going to cut down, removing the leaves from the strawberries. And then again, this flat side, put it on the cutting board, slice down, and get a few little pieces here. All right, we have our mango, strawberry, and the second to last fruit is going to be the blackberries. These are probably the easiest to prep. We just got to cut them in half. So again, I'm going to slice one in half, and then I'm going to slice one more for you guys. And then last but not least, we're going to prep our banana, which is the base of this breakfast sushi. So I have a banana here. You pick how ripe you would like it. A lot of people like to open bananas from this end. I find it easier from this end, so I'm just going to peel the banana for you guys. All right, that's pretty simple. Now we're just going to prep the banana. Just chop it in half. All right, our fruits are prepared now. So we have our mango, our strawberries, our blackberries, and our banana. They are all prepped. The last thing we need to prep is to set up our station. So the first thing for the station setup is to put some yogurt in a container. This is when that spatula is involved. If you don't have a spatula, just use a spoon to put it in the container. So I got to get a pretty decent amount in there. All right, got that. I'm going to set my spatula to the side, close my yogurt back up. Then I'm going to prep the cereal. Sorry, got some yogurt on my hands. I'm going to put some Fruity Pebbles in one bowl, and then the next bowl is going to be the plain. All right, that is our Fruity Pebbles, and then the next one's going to be the plain rice cereal. All right, that is our station all set up and ready to go. If you're following along live, we have everything set up. So you're going to want your fruits first, your yogurt, then your cereals after that. We're all set up. We're ready to go. Let's start prepping our breakfast sushi. You're going to want to set your knife and your spatula to the side since we are going to need some space on the cutting board to get this accomplished. So we're going to take one banana and we're going to put it through the process here of covering it in the yogurt and the cereal. This is a perfect step to have your little kiddos get involved. There's not going to be much cutting involved except at the end when the parents are going to need to help put it into bite-sized pieces. So again, take a half of a banana and we're going to roll it in the yogurt. You want pretty good coverage, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And do keep in mind, if you're doing this with your kiddos or anyone else, it's going to get messy. The yogurt and the cereal is going to get on your fingers. It's going to be all right. So I have my banana covered in yogurt. I'm going to transfer it to a cereal, and you're going to cover it completely in the cereal. Again, if you're doing this at home, it's going to get a little messy. All right, the banana is covered in cereal, and I'm going to transfer it to the cutting board. Woo, and now my fingers are messy, so that's why I have my kitchen towel here to the side. Woo, all right, it's still a little messy. That's okay. So you're going to take a knife, and again, if your kiddos are doing this, this is a step for a parent. So you're going to slice it into bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to chop it into pieces that are about the traditional sushi size, but you can again pick the pieces that you'd like, the size. All right, so we have one sushi piece chopped up. The last thing is to put some toppers on. So again, you can pick which fruit toppers you have. I'm going to put a mango on one. I'm going to put a strawberry on another, and then a blackberry on one, and then I'll leave the last one blank. Okay, that's a breakfast sushi roll. I'm going to demo one more for you guys, and then we'll go from there. So again, take your 1/2 a banana. You're going to transfer it into the yogurt. Again, we want pretty even coverage, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And as you can see, this is a messy step. Next, I'm going to put it into yogurt. This time, instead of the rainbow Fruity Pebbles, I'm going to try a plain one. If you're being real adventuresome, I hear there's chocolate Rice Krispies out there, and we'll transfer it over here. You could also do a mix if you'd prefer. I'm going to transfer it to the cutting board, and again, my hands are a little messy. I'm going to wipe them on the towel here real quick. Ooh, all right. Last, I'm going to chop it into bite-sized pieces and then put the fruit toppers on. So again, I'm going to cut down, and my half a banana is making about 4 sushi pieces. All right, we got that, and now we're going to put our toppers on. Again, you can leave them plain if you don't want any fruit toppers. So I'm going to take a blackberry, put it on one. Oop, going to take a strawberry, put it on the next one, and then a mango for the last one, and then I'll leave the last one plain for that. All right, guys, that is your basic breakfast sushi. Again, it's a very family-friendly recipe. I hope you can get your kiddos involved at some point. If not today, try this recipe. If not, down the road. Again, thank you for spending some of your day with me. This has been a great adventure during Family Fun Day. I'm so excited you spent some of your day with me. The last thing I want to remind you is don't forget to comment below to win some of our awesome prizes. Comment with your thoughts about the recipe, how you think this will go working out with your kiddos. If you have any questions or concerns or want any input from a nutritionist, we're always available here at the health department. And of course, I'm from WIC, so if you guys are typically working with WIC, I'm here to support you as well. Thank you for spending some of your Family Fun Day with me. You guys have an awesome rest of your day. Bye.